show. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Green Bay Packers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
Mike 4-2. Yo.
Get it.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Watch the screen.
Now a run with McCaffrey, and the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Hey. You got 3 down.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
50, plant.
Here we go.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mariota to throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. With it is Jackson. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. Give
him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Stop your body.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now Benjamin. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota caught by Jones.
Mariota's pass completes to Zay Jones. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
60 Pittsburgh. Kill.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, we got to get a stop here, D. Mike 42. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, exit. These babies cry all the way back. 42's the mic, boys. 42's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert. And he's able to find Diggs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Charlie. Defense, keep it up, guys. 80 weapons. He's checking crack. Yep. I got you. Hey, Alpha.
2nd and 9 now. This is caught by Robinson. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. So 2 1st downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. Skirts by him at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there from McCaffrey. 54 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Yes.
Here's Fournette. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. McCaffrey turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Back near his goal line. Mariota is complete to Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, Mariota. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the ball. Switch. Where they keep? Three.
To throw is Mariota. Forced out to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. They'll run with McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Herbert, he's going to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, he'll find Jones again, complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Mariota looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Herbert. That's caught inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on third.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval as a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Zadarius Smith. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Go! Max 50. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, no, it takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again to Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 30, 10, for touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 14. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dean Lowry. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's got his target. That's more. That one good for 24 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Hey, shoot.
From the gun, Herbert. Being chased out left and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mariota. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second and goal. Play action now. Mariota eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. From the gun, Mariota escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Packers on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down now, it's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and long here for Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, a design run for their wideout. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montravius Adams in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off play action. Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. With the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game, what do?
They've got to get a couple of chunk plays. Get the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Here we go.
Here's Mariota. Got a man. It's Brown. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Complete to A.J. Brown. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has them in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
A 20-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as the Packers have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Packers, the win gets them back over 5.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision management. Big guys, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed be emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, full of the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands.